So here I am going to give some introduction and introducing some new words in this chapter. Okay, chapter 7, triangles. So this chapter is totally related to triangle and congruence of two triangles. Congruence I will explain later. So you know that what is triangle, which have three sides and three angles. This is a triangle, triangle A, B, C. What are the sides here? A, B, A, C, BC. What are the angles? Angle A, angle B, angle C. Next is congruence of triangle. So what is congruence of triangle? You can see here. Okay. Congruent. If two triangles are congruent, that means it should equal in all respect. All respect means, or that means figure whose shape and size are both the same. So if you have two triangles, then it should both are same in size and shape. If both are same shape means both are triangle. And size, if both are in same size also, then you can say that these two triangles are congruent. That is the meaning of congruence. Congruence of triangle means two triangles should be in same size. That is the meaning. Congruence of circle means two circles should be in same size. Okay, so here you can check square. These two square are same size, these two are different. So these two square, you can say that these two are congruent. You can check here. Okay, so here AB is equal to 4.5, corresponding side QP is equal to 4.5, AC is equal to 4, corresponding side 4 centimeter, which one? RP is 4. BC is equal to 5, corresponding side RQ is equal to 5, and angle A is equal to this one, angle P. B is equal to Q. You can see here 2 line denoted, 2 line denoted. C 3 line denoted, here R 3 line denoted. So C is equal to R. Angle C is equal to angle R. So all the sides are equal, all the corresponding angles are equal. So you can say that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so here A, B and corresponding side you should check here, which is corresponding side which is equal to 4.5, that is QP. So AB and QP are corresponding sides. AC and RP are corresponding sides. BC and RQ are corresponding side. Like that, angle A is corresponding to angle P, both are equal. Angle B is corresponding to angle Q, both are equal. Angle C is corresponding to angle R, both are equal. Okay, so just like this you can check two triangles are congruent or not. If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding side should be equal. Then and after that their corresponding angles also should be equal. Okay, here you can check 4.5 MR should be is equal to DF. Again RN is equal to DE. These two are so corresponding sides. MR is equal to DE, so both are corresponding side. MN is equal to EF, both are same, so these two are corresponding side. M is equal to F, angle R is equal to D, angle N is equal to E. So all the corresponding angles also equal, so these two triangles are also congruent. Okay, so we can say that if you have a triangle like this, then you can say that these two triangles are congruent. So if you want to represent triangle PQR and ABC are congruent, you can represent like this. This is the symbol for representing congruent. Okay, one curve is here, curly line, after that is equal to sign. This is the symbol for representing congruent triangle. Okay, corresponding angles are represented here, corresponding sides are given here. Read these portions carefully. Okay, next, if we are getting two triangles are congruent, if we have in the question or if we are proving two triangles are congruent, then we can equate their corresponding part. CPCT, it is very important. What is the meaning of CPCT? C, congruent parts, corresponding parts of congruent triangle, that is the meaning. Corresponding part, CP, corresponding parts of congruent triangle should be equal. If two triangles are equal, then their corresponding parts should be equal. I already told you corresponding side should be equal, corresponding angle should be equal. So if we have two triangles are congruent, then we can equate their corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Corresponding sides and angles we have to identify from the figure and the question. Okay. So for proving this, we have some rules. SAS congruent, like that. ASA congruent, AAS congruent, SSS congruent. All these congruent criteria you studied in class 7 onwards. Okay. So I hope all of you know what is SAS, ASA and AAS, SSA, SSS. Okay, so all these conditions are satisfied. If any one of these condition SSA is satisfied, then we can write the given triangles are congruent. If ASA is satisfied, then we can write two triangles are congruent. If SSS side corresponding sides are equal, then we can say that the given triangles are congruent. So axiom 7.1, starting from axiom 7.1, read this axiom here. Here also you will get angle side angle. Next one, angle side angle congruent, ASA. First one is SAS, next is ASA, and the another one is AAS. All these congruent are explained in your textbook. Okay, how to do this, how to do it in the question, that we will explain through exercise questions, but you have to read all these portions and you have to familiar with SAS, ASA, AAS and SSS. This is very important. Okay, so just go through all these portions and read carefully, try to understand the meaning.